Wazalendo Savings and Credit Cooperative Society was established in the year 2005.
Actually, this is our 20th year in existence.
Born out of necessity, SACCO was created with the vision to be a strong and self-sustaining SACCO that drives the development of its members.
There is no size of any salary that can balance one's needs or demands. NRS or UPDF officers and soldiers used to work and earn salaries, but these salaries were not able to solve all their problems and needs we had. We used to go to banks, commercial banks, for loans so that we can supplement on our salaries, but because of the nature of commercial banks, they are business entities. Now, because of their nature, our soldiers and officers were not helped. So we ended up working actually for the banks, not for ourselves. And therefore that needed something else that would close the gap. And that is how the leadership that time under late Comrade General Aronda and others, and General Kareka Ihura and others came up with this idea of forming a SACCO. And they sold the idea to us.
SACCO's mission is to mobilize funds in order to provide affordable financial services that effectively improve member welfare. Over the past 20 years, Wazalendo SACCO has successfully lived up to this mission.
The achievements are really many and they are seen clearly. But if I may mention a few of them, one of them, the main one, number one, was to win over the hearts and minds of the troops, of officers and troops of UPDF to believe in saving. Like any other Ugandans, saving culture has not been here. We consume as we earn. That has been the practice for many years. But through sensitization, through mobilization, through education and training, we are able to convince our officers and the troops to understand on the benefits of saving.
As at 31st August 2025, SACCO membership stands at over 116,000 with a share capital of 341 billion Uganda shillings.
This is a huge number. And because of this number, we've been able to mobilize enough resources in form of a fund so that we use the same fund to lend it to our members so that they go and invest.
Its total assets are equivalent to 1.25 trillion Uganda shillings. We have cumulatively disbursed 3.5 trillion Uganda shillings. We have a loan portfolio of 1 trillion Uganda shillings and total deposits of 621 billion shillings.
The other achievement we have registered is infrastructure. For example, we have now 19 branches scattered all over the country.
Out of these 19, 12 are cash operating branches. 8 out of these 12 branches are located outside the barracks to enhance convenient services to members and in preparation of the partial opening of the common bond. We have 6 liaison offices, which include 1 in Mogadishu, DRC, and South Sudan.
And even outside the country where we have our troops on foreign missions, we have some branches there. So we are able to serve our people wherever they are.
As a forward-looking organization, WASACCO has embraced emerging technologies and latest trends to better serve our people.
On top of those branches, we have invested in technologies that do exist in the world that help managing the services of our people.
In an effort to bring our services closer to our members, we offer such services as ATM points, over-the-counter services, mobile banking via the Waza mobile app, and SMS banking. We also have a fully fledged customer service department with an operational call center where members can make toll-free calls for any and all queries.
The other achievement I would mention is the welfare, because this is the whole purpose. We can talk of money, we have this and that, but if this money is not reflected in the lives of our people, then we have nothing to talk about. So because of the infrastructure, because of saving, because of having invested in infrastructure, serve our people have accessed loans, and quite a number of them have utilized those loans in investing in enterprises that give them returns, and they are happy.
Wazalendo SACCO has actively contributed to the growth of the economy.
When you tax me, having invested money from the SACCO, indirectly you have taxed the SACCO. So with this huge amount of money we have disbursed to our people, 3.5 trillion, certainly we have invested it in some ventures and enterprises, and therefore government has benefited by following us wherever we are and take taxes from us. So definitely we have contributed a lot to the growth of the economy.
Moreover, loans given to members create job opportunities to the members of the community who manage the projects on behalf of the members. Additionally, WASACCO currently employs 302 staff, of which 134 are civilians on contract who also pay taxes, such as payee, that contribute to the economy. 700,000 loans have been disbursed since 2007, and they have greatly impacted members' livelihood.
Since we started giving out loans, we have so far given out loans to the tune of slightly over 3.5 trillion Uganda shillings. You can imagine where else, had it not been for this SACCO, where else would the soldier of UPDF get such a money in form of loans? Without actually I would call them free loans, whereas we charge some interest, but at the end of the day, this interest we charge them still goes back to them because they are the shareholders at the end of the day.
Members have been able to invest in such ventures as agriculture, business, and construction. They've also been able to pay school fees for their children. WASACCO's growth has led to the establishment of a business arm called Wazalendo Investments Limited that plugs into business spaces from which SACCOs are restricted by the cooperative law.
A SACCO, as an organization, cannot do business. But now, since we have collected and generated enough money where we can invest in our members and we have some balances, then we can invest these balances outside the normal business of a SACCO. And that's why we decided to form a business arm of this SACCO.
This business arm engages in a number of businesses that include real estates, Matuga, Mukono, and Bulamu, contract financing, and road revenue streams. Plans are underway to purchase new real estate sites as well as the registration of a forex bureau. In a period of 2 years, Will has sold 642 plots at the Matuga, Bulamu, and Mukono estates. A number of factors truly stand out for the growth of Wazalendo SACCO.
The strength of a SACCO lies in its numbers. That is where the strength is. Yes, you are all, the levels of incomes are not high. I could say you are poor, but because of your numbers, because you are many, each one contributes the little they can afford to contribute. But cumulative, because you are many, then you create the fund. So you can see there are not many SACCOs in the world that has our numbers. 116,000 is a huge number. So that is, it gives strength to our SACCO. Number two, of course, is leadership. And whereas the SACCO is supposed to be independent, but the leadership, the UPDF leadership, has got an eye there to see how things are moving. So we really salute and appreciate the role of the leadership of the UPDF.
Additional factors that have helped Wazalendo SACCO to thrive are enabling government policies that support cooperatives to grow, support from UPDF leadership under the stewardship of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, offering services that meet members' expectations, advanced technology, as well as member and staff capacity building.
We don't force people to save. We only mobilize them and sensitize them and educate them.
At Wazalendo SACCO, we embrace the culture of giving back to our community. As such, WASACCO has conducted various donation drives supporting health, sports, environment, and education. We have also offered support to various SACCO groups, sharing the knowledge and skill attained over these 20 years. As the future unfolds, Wazalendo SACCO looks to the expansion of branch networks to such areas as Nansana, Nakasongola, Lira, and Kihihi, as well as liaison offices at Kakiri, Pajim, and Kabonga. We also look forward to expanding services through digital lending and agency banking. Loan automation is already underway to improve service delivery. Another game changer will be the partial opening of the common bond, which allows the public and private business entities to invest with Wazalendo SACCO. Wazalendo SACCO. Save for development.